welcome to the Elevated Limits podcast show. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we have a special guest in the building. We had to bring him back a second time because he's just that dope. One of the best basketball players to ever come out of the Lehigh Valley. He's a Southside Bethlehem legend. Please welcome Darrun Hilliard.
Yeah.
My dog. Hold on. Let me
having me, bro.
We had to run that back. Yo, bro, we were chopping it up earlier this morning. We're going to jump right into it.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You told me you were going to go meet with the mayor, have lunch with him.
Ooh, I was fire. I didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, so, talk about what that conversation was like. Like, how did that look?
It was crazy, bro, because, like, I felt like, first of all, it was kind of surreal, you know, because when I was young and I didn't really think that I would ever, you know, meet with the mayor or be with the mayor. It was real, you know, just a lunch, you know, it wasn't anything special. But when I was younger, I never even seen the mayor. Like, I didn't know who the mayor was, like, anything like that. So I just wanted him to know that that's how powerful he can be in the community. You know what I mean? And so when we met, man, it was just real. It was a great conversation. You know, a lot of things that he said kind of related to being a professional athlete, so to say, you know. For example, like, I don't want to get him in any trouble, but he's saying, like, okay, so something that you want in the community as far as, like, okay, the Southside Boys Club closes, right? Yeah, it's a devastation. You know, people don't like that. People don't want that. But at the same time, you know, people want answers from the mayor, and people want the mayor to answer those questions right away. And the mayor can't really answer them the way he wants to answer them. You know what I mean? He can't answer them the way he wants to. And also, he's doing all that he can in order for things to happen. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that he does behind the scenes that people don't even realize. You know what I mean? So, for instance, the Boys Club wasn't, you know, so to say, a cash cow, but and nobody was really volunteering to work there while it was open. You know what I mean? And so people were kind of discouraged that it's not there, but at the same time, you got to think about the economy, and it's like it wasn't really doing anything. So it's like, what else can you do? You know, that's just an example. But it was a great conversation. You know, he kind of gave me the ins and outs of being in politics, so to say, and it wasn't really as scary as I thought it would be. You know what I mean? It wasn't really like, you know, I got to go to school for 4 years and do this, and that. It was more so kind of being in the right position, surrounding yourself with the right people, so to say, and it was really good, man. I'm very, very interested in doing something like that.
I was gonna get into that. So is that after that conversation? Could we see Darrun Hilliard running for mayor one day?
That sounds crazy.
That's a crazy statement right there, bro.
You're from the South Side.
I'll vote for you, bro.
I can see that happening, bro. But it's like I would want to do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? I would want to do the process. I don't want to really use that Darrun Hilliard face and jump right into being. I don't want to skip any steps. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to do everything I need to do in order to, you know, make sure that I earn that.
That makes sense. And it sounds like you want to be in a position where you know how to do everything, so you actually can serve the people, right? Not just get somewhere because of your likeness and then go in there and kind of fold.
Right, exactly.
Right? You want to know what you're doing and then really provide the people with what they want.
Tall. Right, for sure.
Something.
And it's more so just, and I don't even know if I want to be the mayor, fool. It's just like I just want to. I'm just so Bethlehem. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the best that you can do, bro. You know what I mean? That's if you're the mayor of Bethlehem, that's just the high. I feel like that's the highest thing you can do for Bethlehem.
That's a fact, bro. And I didn't even have this written down, but I'm gonna talk about this. Like, you are Bethlehem, bro, and you love your city so much. Because what happens a lot of times is people go pro, people start to play overseas, and then they end up moving somewhere else, somewhere warm the whole year. They go to Cali, they go to Florida. When you think of 610, when you think of the South Side of Bethlehem, what comes to mind?
Man, the South Side for sure. First thing that comes to mind, bro. That's crazy. I think about McDonald's. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's legendary.
You know, if you South Side, you know about the McDonald's. So it's like Music Fest for sure. But you know, it really, really brings me like. It's just like going down to the Saints Field or going to the Northside Boys Club now and doing the things that you used to do that kind of brings back the nostalgia, so to say. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I really like. Just I don't want to get away from that. I don't want to get away from memories Like, I don't want to get away from, you know, telling my son, yeah, this is where I had my first fist fight. Or, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I like that type of stuff, bro. And I never thought that, you know, obviously I can move to another city and things like that, but I like the memories that I have in Bethlehem. You know what I'm saying?
Sense, bro.
More so than anything else that I couldn't even put my finger on, because, you know, I just think it's the best city in the world. If you ask me, though.
No, I'm with you.
Know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just what I experienced, you know. And if I would have lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I would probably say the same thing. You know?
Right.
So
right.
That's just what it is.
Speaking of Bethlehem, you know, speaking of the Lehigh Valley and having memories here, you met your wife here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all just had
y'all. She Allentown though. So
she Allentown, but okay. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. They not on our level. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna talk while I can talk. While no one from Allentown in here right now. Mm-hmm. But
you from New York too.
Yo, you funny.
Ain't gonna go there now.
Go ahead. Yo, so you met here. You guys just had your 1 year anniversary, right? Kind of talk about what that married life has been like and how that journey has been for you.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, so we met sophomore year of college. So what was that? That was 2016. Yeah, 2016. Oh, no, I'm tripping. 2012, 2013, I would say we met. So we've been together for a while. Got married last summer. And like you said, our anniversary was this past summer, which is crazy, bro. Just all the memories, all the trials, the tribulations, you know what I'm saying? All the ups, the downs. Like, it's worth it for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I won't even say a lot. It's a journey. And I appreciate the journey every day of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, I can be mad sometimes. I can be frustrated or I can be impatient. But I feel like every time I think about that type of stuff or I get like that, I always get that it's like, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even when we didn't have kids, like, it always felt like, you know, she's kind of worth it. You know,
and the good
for whatever.
Definitely outweighs the bad.
For sure,
you know
for sure. And it's going to be some tough days, and it's going to be some days where you like, man, you feel me? Like, it's just going to be some of them days. But I think that we are a great, great team first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are a great, great team. You know, we know how to understand each other. We know how to, you know, be willing to understand each other. Be That's willing tough. To, you know, even when we don't know ourselves, we try to figure each other out. You know what I mean? And I think that she is a great partner. You know what I mean? And I think that's very, very important to do anything in life. Right. Like, you got to have somebody who's, you know, who's in your corner, who's on your side, and somebody who's willing to see it from your point of view, but also give you another point of view. And I think we do a good job at kind of communicating and listening to each other as well.
You know what you also do a really good job of, bro? You never, and she doesn't know this because obviously we're just working out one-on-one, but you never talk negatively about her.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. Like, publicly to anybody. Sure. Like, to me especially, like, anytime you've ever spoken about your wife.
She be tripping, though.
Yo, don't start now, bro.
I'll give it time. You stop, bro.
Nah, but based on the combos we've had, bro, it's always been like love and
for sure,
you know what I mean? Like, if y'all have a misunderstanding, it's just a misunderstanding, but it's never, you never put her name in negative light, bro. Right. And I always thought that was one
it's
solid
genuine,
thing.
like, and I told you this when I first got married. It's real genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's real, like, unconditional love. You know what I mean? And that's like, it's a love. I mean, it's just a love that you ain't never experienced before. Because I don't think anybody besides your mama is gonna give you that. You know, so
wow.
As men, you know, we diving deep in on this, but as men, that's kind of something that we look for. You know, and our moms are the only ones. Yeah, grandma maybe only ones in this world that's gonna give it to us unconditionally.
That's real.
You know
that's
what I mean?
Real.
If you got your pops in your life, yeah, but
right. Damn, you know, that's real, bro.
That unconditional love, bro. That's that true joy. You know what I mean? And I said this on the last pod. Like, I never felt anything like that in my life.
Right,
you know
that's a blessing, bro.
For sure.
And I know you guys got many more years to go.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
God willing, for sure.
Let's jump into some basketball real quick. I almost started crying and all that. You recently signed with, I think it's Bregon. Is that how you spell it?
Yep.
Bregon and Lugo, Spain.
Lugo, Spain, bro.
So, you know, you're no longer this rookie walking into the locker room no more, right? You're the vet now. You know, going into year 10. What does that mindset look like going into year 10 for you?
Man, I've been thinking about that all day. You said that this morning?
This morning, bro.
I was thinking about that all day, bro. I can't even believe that, bro. Like, I've been looking in the sky, just trying to figure out how 10 years been, you know, how that. Obviously, I'm thankful, I'm blessed, you know, but it's nuts to even think about that. Because when I was a rookie, I told you, when I was a rookie, man, I remember we were on a flight. I was playing for the Pistons. We were on a flight. We were like on a back-to-back or something like that, bro. A long flight from like Utah or LA or something like that. I don't know. But Marcus Morris was my vet. Marcus Morris from Kansas, he was my vet. And when I say vet, I mean like when you're in the NBA, a veteran kind of takes care of you. You know what I mean? Not takes care of you, but like looks out for you, give you per diem, you know, take you out on the road. You know what I mean? Just kind of take you under his wing, kind of teach you about the NBA type of thing. So he was my vet, and he was a great vet, Philly dude too. And he was just like, I was real frustrated or something like that because I didn't play or something. I'm a rookie and I wasn't playing, so I'm pissed. And I'm sitting next to him, and he can kind of feel my energy. And it's crazy. I vividly remember this conversation, and he can feel my energy, and he's just like, you know what, Rook, one day you just gonna look up, bro. You're gonna be a 10, 11-year vet, and none of this shit gonna even matter. Jeez. You know what I mean? And it was just like, first of all, at that moment, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you talking about, bro. That's a long time. I don't care about none of that. I'm worried about now, you know. But when you said that this morning, it was like, damn, bro, he was right. Because if you think about it, bro, none of it really matter. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the ups, the downs, the trials, all the tribulations, bro. It's already written. You know what I mean? It's already gonna happen. It's already set in stone. And my pops used to tell me that all the time. He used to be like, kid, it's already written. Don't even fight it. Just flow with it and keep going. Mm-hmm. But as a youngin', I didn't know what he was talking about, you know, so then I kind of got off the question. No, but being a 10-year vet, it's crazy. It's crazy going into that locker room now. You know, you got guys, you know, with different mentalities, but it's cool because you know their mentality. You know what I mean? You've been through that mentality. You know how the youngin' think. You know how, you know, not a foreigner, but I'm going to Spain, so a Spaniard thinks. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of know different personalities before you get into a situation. So I think that I'm more educated, more polished. You know what I'm saying? I'm more open-minded, I would say, which is crazy because I was real closed-minded when I was young. And so I think all those experiences is kind of tie into all that, bro.
So who's like Darrun Hilliard walking into the room as a rookie, and then who's Darrun Hilliard walking into the room 10 years in?
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a great one. I would say walking in as a rookie, I am trying to destroy you, dog. With all due respect, like I am trying to knock your head off, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to take your soul, and I want you to tell your moms about it.
I don't want to be your friend. I'm not here to make connections.
I ain't trying to talk. I don't want to be none of that. I don't want to coordinate. I don't want to do lunch, dinner, none of that, bro. I'm trying to kill you. I don't care who you are. I'm trying to murder you. And so you need that. You need that type of energy.
Right.
But at the same time, that makes you closed-minded as well. You know what I'm saying? You're not willing to understand who that man is, understand where he come from, understand what makes him go or what makes him shut down. You get what I'm saying? And as a veteran, I think you got to understand that. You got to understand somebody's personality more so than what you got going on. You know what I mean? Because that's almost your duty. Like, you gotta share your experiences, and you got to teach what's taught, so to say. You get what I'm saying?
That's
I think that's what your duty is as a veteran. You know, as a rookie or as a young guy, yeah, you want to come in, you want to kill, you want to get your money.
Make a name for yourself.
Do what you got to do, you know what I mean? But now I feel like, you know, I did what I had to do, made my name. Obviously, I still can go, but at the same time, it's my duty to teach what's taught.
That's fire.
For sure, bro.
So growing up, bro, like what drove you to get to where you were at was probably financial, a lot of it, right? Like one day I want to be able to provide and have this amount of money. 10 years of being a professional, what drives you now? What keeps you going?
I'm gonna keep it tall with you, bro. Like, I wasn't even thinking about the bread, bro.
Not even when you were young?
I wasn't ever thinking about being a millionaire. I was never thinking about being like, yeah, obviously I wanted to buy my mama a crib, but I wasn't ever like and I wanted some sneakers. You feel me? But I wasn't really like on some, yeah, I'm trying to get millions of dollars.
That's
I was never,
hard.
that was really, I swear that was never the goal. I was trying to do it because people didn't think it could be done. I'm gonna be real 100% with you. I never thought about the bread. I never, even to this day, I don't look at the bread like that, bro. I don't. I promise you, I don't. Even when I get paychecks, when I get my money on the 15th or whenever, I don't look at that shit. I don't even.
Wow.
I really don't. And you can call it financially illiterate, so to say.
I just don't think it's the biggest priority.
It's not a priority at all.
You know what I mean?
I don't really. No, people who hear this don't think that I don't be paying attention to my money and I'm out here splurging and spending on my bread. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
you don't idolize it, bro. Where you're willing to do it, like, because you know how people have this idolization of money, where it's like, that's all I want to do. I want to get to this, and that's all I'm going to think about. For you, what it sounds like from the outside looking is like, yo, I just really love this game.
Right.
I really love what I do, and that's the main drive and focus, and why I do what I do. It's not because of financials that come with it.
Right.
Right.
And that's not. I mean, I'm not trying to say. Listen,
because you're grateful,
right? But if you're down bad and the money is the motivation, do your thing. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying I ain't never did that. I ain't never thought about it like that. I ain't never, obviously I knew what I was signing. I knew my contracts and stuff like that.
Right.
But bro, I never really like put any emphasis on that. You know what I mean? So I can't even answer that question for real, because like, I feel as if I do that, bro, it kind of takes away, not the love, but it just takes away like the purity of the game.
I get it.
You get me? Like, it's just
becomes too much business for you.
Right. And I don't know how these youngins do it in college, fool.
It's different, bro.
Fool's getting 1.5 million. If I'm getting 1.5 in college,
bro, they're going in the transfer portal just to get more money. Like, after they have a good season, they're gonna go to their coach and say,
get more bread.
Hey, like, what you got for me? And if you don't got it, I'm out. I'm going to a different school.
That's crazy.
That's what it's like now, bro.
That's crazy, because I don't know how I would function if I could do that. You give me 1.5 in college, my boy. Listen. Listen, bro.
Yeah, it's too crazy.
It's crazy,
19, 20 is crazy with that kind of money,
it's
bro.
Crazy.
Like, you gonna act.
So it's like you already putting the priority on money on with these kids. That's how they thinking, and you can't fault them for thinking like that.
Man.
But I never really did that, bro. I never really, because also like a lot of guys compare themselves as well. You know what I mean? What this guy getting, what that guy getting.
Yeah.
How much he signed for, how much that guy signed for, and that's normal. Comparison is normal, but it's also like the thief of joy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
do you feel like, and I'm just kind of going off topic a little bit, but do you feel like you've ever had that, or maybe not, you ever had that experience where you're in the same locker room as some guys that are getting paid a certain amount, wearing a certain type of clothes and wearing a certain type of jewelry, and you were kind of saying, like, comparing yourself a little bit, trying to keep up with the lifestyle, because there is an NBA lifestyle. You feel me? He got this whip.
Definitely.
Did you ever try to keep up and like?
I wouldn't say keep up, but it shifted my energy. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I kind of would buy things for what somebody else got, but it shifted my energy for sure. Okay. My perspective changed a lot when I seen guys, pull in with that Maybach, or I seen a rookie who came in with me. He got new chain on her. He just bought a new. What did he buy? He bought bro, he had this white Range. No, G-Wagon, this white G-Wagon. This joint, this joint drove itself, fool. And I'm like, no way, bro. This is crazy, bro. I got to do something about this, bro. But I wasn't going crazy. Like, I wasn't going and buying a G-Wagon, but I got me a little Benz to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it definitely changed my perspective. Like, I wasn't still that kid from the South Side anymore when I seen that.
I get it.
That dudes had these different types of things and they was taking care of themselves. You get what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense, bro.
It definitely did.
Okay. So you mentioned that money was never like a driving force for you, but what motivated you back then to make it to the NBA, is that still what motivates you today to continue to perform at a high level?
Nah.
What is it that motivates you now to keep going?
See, I feel like when you're young, it's kind of easy to sacrifice when you're young. You worried about yourself. Everything is all about you. Everything is, what you doing, what you got going on. So it's easy to sacrifice time with your mom, your dad, friends, maybe your girl, because it's all about you. Everything is revolved around you, in your mind, in your world. Rightfully so. But then, you get older, you get a wife, kids, and that becomes, I wouldn't say the motivation, but that becomes the reason not to stop.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is I was more motivated when I was younger, but I was pushed now when I was older.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
You were driven more by the responsibility you have. That's what I'm hearing. Like now that you have this certain responsibility where you have to take care of the household, you now have that's the driving force.
Right. I know I gotta stand tall. Like I know in every situation or in every trial that I'm faced, that's a chance for me to either show my son or tell my son or daughter.
That's hard.
This is how I got through it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think to answer your question, I'm pushed more. I'm pushed more by the responsibility more than being motivated. Because if you watch me in the summertime when I hoop, I don't really hoop with the same tenacity that I did when I was younger, when I hooped in the summertime. And I felt that this past summer. Like it didn't really, I don't want to say it didn't matter, but it was more like.
You feel like you don't got nothing to prove?
Right.
Do you feel like I've done it for 10 years now at a pro level?
I was just out there just enjoying it, talking to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of more, I was more like free-flowing type of thing. It wasn't like, I was killing, but it wasn't like, if you were there, you would see what I'm saying, and I'm using it as an example because like, you're not gonna always be motivated, dog. Like you can't always be hard. You can't always have that chip on your shoulder. Pause. You can't always have that chip on your shoulder. That stuff gets old, fool. Like that gets draining. You know what I mean? That literally, I had to come to that to realize, like, bro, it's too much, bro. Like you gotta almost chill. Like you're putting too much stress on yourself. Like you're almost too motivated. So
I get it.
I think at the time when I had kids, it was really, really good because it kind of
slowed you down.
It slowed me down, but it also pushed me in the direction I needed to be pushed.
That makes sense. Because and a lot what you're saying, what I'm hearing too is like you could be so motivated to the point where it's detrimental.
Absolutely.
Right? Where it's like now you're overdoing it, right? And I don't think that's something that people talk enough about. Because people be on some, you gotta be, we were talking about it this morning. You gotta wake up at 4 a.m. You gotta motivate for 3, you gotta meditate for 3 hours.
Them folks ain't never did no 5 a.m. workouts in the wintertime. Fuck that, bro.
I don't know. There just be these gurus that be wilding, bro. So
them folks ain't played for Jay Wright.
That's a fact.
Respectfully, bro. I can't even, it's so hard to be motivated all the time. You gotta have something that's pushing you as well.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You got them days where you can run through a wall. You got them days where you could, lift the entire weight room. But there's days where it's like, you don't feel like going.
Right.
But then you realize why you don't want to stop.
Right. That's hard. That's hard. That's a bar. Throughout your career, bro, you've experienced a wide range of emotions, right? From the highest of highs, of lowest of lows. What do you feel like has been the biggest lesson you've learned from playing basketball and just being in this business in general?
It's not what you do for people, it's how you make them feel.
That's a bar.
That's it right there. It ain't what you do. It ain't what you do for them, it's how you make them feel. That's what they gonna remember. They don't remember anything you did, bro. They don't remember that buzzer beater. They don't remember that damn none of that. It depends on if you made them feel like you was a jerk or if you was a good person.
That's a fact.
For sure.
A fact. Coaches, players you were around.
Anything. Managers, GMs, anybody in the front office. They don't remember none of that, bro. They just remember how you made them feel. Like if they like being around you, they gonna answer that phone.
Right.
But if not, it's curtains.
And that's a bar, bro.
That's what I learned for sure.
That's tough. So this was like our 3rd year working together, bro. And something that I've noticed from you. 3 years already, bro. How fast that went, right?
And I'm tired. I'm about to hang it up,
bro. Chill. You got a couple left, bro. We got a couple left. Year 3, bro. But something I noticed about you differently this year, bro, is you did bring up God a lot. You know what I mean? Like there were moments that, you were mentioning that you were praying, especially during times of uncertainty. You were listening to sermons on the way to sessions. Kind of talk about what that relationship looks like and what led you to like wanting to deepen that relationship with God right now.
I think that obviously the people I'm surrounded by, I'm surrounded by some great people. Obviously I see you 3 times a week, so I'm getting that energy. But also I just feel as if the universe gonna talk to you, bro. Like it's gonna tell you what you need to hear, and it's up to you to see it.
Right.
You know, and I feel as if the universe was talking to me for so long. Not as if to change, but just to slow down and listen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, you can be doing good for yourself, and you could, you know, from the outside looking in, you could be very, very successful, but you can also be, you know, very lost, so to say. You know what I mean? Like, it could look as if you got it together, but sometimes that person be lost, bro. And I don't think anybody could have solved that problem, but you know, but the man upstairs.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And I was never really I was never brought up in the church. I was never really a kid who's, you know, singing in the choir or anything like that. There was nothing. Not that we didn't believe, but there was just nothing, you know, being taught to us about God, you know. And so I kind of had to do all that on my own. You know, I went to Villanova, which is a very, very religious school, but you know, it like I said, the universe gonna talk to you, and it was just up to me to listen. And I'm still on this journey. I'm not saying I'm perfect or I'm religious in any way, bro. But you know,
I just definitely seen a difference though.
I feel like I've been able to listen, bro. I think that I've really been able to hear what he's been trying to tell me, and prepare for what he's trying to give me. For sure.
Tough.
Sure.
And like we talked about, right? Sometimes God will put you in the same position over and over again until you pass that test, right?
I've been failing at that.
So good. And a lot of that, like I told you this, like I was trying to tell you, because there's a purpose behind every relationship, bro. And there's a reason for this. You know what I mean? And this summer was the first summer where I realized what it was. You know what I mean? And I was just like, all right, I hear you, God. You know what I mean? So I was like, it's cool to just see you kind of step into it a little bit, even though you're just getting started.
Right.
You never know what that's going to turn into.
It's
but
never
again,
too late, for sure.
it's cool to just see like things are starting to make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Which
I
is
appreciate
fire,
that.
bro.
It is for sure. For sure.
Who was your inspiration growing up, and why?
Ooh, I had a lot of those, bro. See, I wasn't really like a. I mean, obviously I was a fan of AI, like LeBron, Cole, all them type of dudes, but I think the motivation at the time was moms, bro.
That's tough.
Like, moms used to work so hard, dog. Like she still does. You can't get her away from her job, you know. But moms would be working so hard. Like, she was the reason why I used to get up before school and get to work in before I used to go to school,
That's
like high
tough.
school. Like, cause she was getting up at 5. So I'm like, damn, mom's is getting up at 5, bro. I gotta do something. And that's why I say it wasn't money. It wasn't like I was trying to take her out the hood, bro. This is what I'm taught. This is what moms is doing. So I gotta do something too.
Right.
I gotta get up at 5. Thankfully, I had somebody in my corner to take me to the gym. But I would say the inspiration was moms at first, for sure. My dad as well, but my dad was more the push. Like he was like always pushing. He was always just pushing me to get better and always to be more than what I thought I could be. But I always was inspired by what my mom would do, cause she would. I mean, until this day, bro, she still works. Like she still carries 2 jobs. And it's like, Mom, you ain't got to do all that.
Wow.
I got some money. You ain't got to do that, bro. I got a little bit of change, Mom. Like, we good now. Chill.
You can chill out a little bit.
But she just don't want to hear that. She over there, bro. She over there doing She's over there power washing her porch and all this stuff. So that's just Mom. That's who
like,
she
that's
is.
all she know.
That's all she know, and that's all she taught me. So it's just like, you know, at first that's all I knew. That was my inspiration.
Which is dope, bro. And a lot of people say like that's a good parenting tool right there, right? Like kids don't listen to what you say, they watch what you do.
Absolutely.
You know
100%.
what I mean? So you picked up exactly like
100%.
what she was doing, which led you to developing a crazy work ethic.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I can relate to that, bro, because my mom is the same way. Work
Facts.
ethic is through the roof, bro,
Facts.
and that's kind of where I got it from.
That's where you get it.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo.
You can't even stop if you wanted to.
Nah,
in
bro.
You.
It's
You know
in
what I'm
you,
saying?
bro.
You were saying that. You were just saying that.
You
Even
did-
if you were able
oh,
to,
right,
you couldn't,
yeah, I
you
remember
couldn't
that.
stop. You just you gotta have some type of motion.
I gotta be doing
It's just
something,
in you.
bro. I
That's
can
just how
never
you are.
stop, bro.
Right. Right.
We talked about this before off camera, obviously, but who's the best basketball player you've ever seen play?
Oh, I seen.
Do you remember?
Killers.
Do you remember who you mentioned though? Let me let you think right now. Go ahead. Who's the best basketball player you ever saw play in person though?
Damn, what did I say?
I ain't gonna tell you.
I seen a lot. Oh man. I don't know, bro. Cause I don't want to guess wrong now.
You said Kyrie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The fucking greatest talk. Listen. I gotta tell the people this story, bro. This is crazy. This is probably one of the greatest one of the greatest basketball players I've ever seen, bro. I really hope Kyrie sees this clip, and I hope he remembers this, bro, because it's really not cap. This really happened, dog. So I'm probably like a sophomore in high school. So how old are you?
I'm 25, so I'm way behind.
No, I'm talking about like in high school. How old are you?
High school, you're like 15.
15,
yeah,
15,
16.
Yeah, so I'm like
15, 16.
I'm like in that. So I'm like 14, 15 maybe. I'm younger. And we go out to a tournament. I'm playing with a team. We go out to a tournament in Rutgers. This was later on in the summer. They were doing this tournament for like seniors who didn't really get recruited and who were trying to, get some traction with schools. And so we were playing in this division. At the time, it was called the Open Division. And open means basically like if you can be older than a senior, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can be graduated and you can still play in this tournament just to kind of get some traction with schools. So it's some hitters in this tournament. And I'm young, so I'm like, listen, do not call me. Do not put me in the game. Anyway, so we played this game, right? And we're playing this team called the New Jersey Roadrunners, right? And it wasn't even like the main gym. This was like in one of the auxiliary gyms. And we up there, we get warmed up or whatever. And the team pulls in kind of late, and they only got like 6 guys. And so in my mind, I'm like, this team is trash. I might play today because I'm young. I'm young.
Yeah, you're a sophomore.
I'm young. I'm not even supposed to play. I'm just here just to be here because the old guys need to be here. But I'm like, I'm about to play because they're gonna blow them out. So I'm kind of getting ready. I'm taking this serious. And so game starts, whatever. We beating them, and first quarter goes, second quarter goes, and we winning by a significant margin, maybe like 8-10 or whatever. Halftime comes, and I'm getting ready because I know I'm gonna play because we up like 12. I'm like, bet I'm gonna play today. Right. I'm ready to go. So we in that joint warming up, fool, and nigga, it was like Jesus then walked in that motherfucker. Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. But listen, I'm dead serious, bro. It looked like it was in slow motion when this boy walked into the gym, bro. He had to be the savior, bro. I swear. When he walked in, I remember seeing him, bro. He walked in calm. You wouldn't even know he was on the team, bro. He just walked in real calm with his book bag, like nonchalant. Like he walked over there. I'm watching him the whole time. For some reason, I'm looking at him, watching him the whole time. I'm dribbling and watching him. He walks over there, walks over to their bench. This dude puts his shoes on, bro. He maybe like touched his toes 3 times, got 2 jumpers up. Second half started, bro. And when I tell you this nigga cried, bro, listen. I'm not even trying to gas. This is no cap. Like, I'm telling you, this dude touched his toes 3 times, bro. Shot 2 jumpers, and he torched, bro. Like, this boy laughing. Listen. This is crazy. Like, bro, it was probably the most magical things I've ever seen, bro. And I was up there by myself. Pops wasn't even there.
Oh, wow.
So I'm calling home like, Dad, listen, I seen the greatest player I ever seen. Bro, he had to have like 30 points in the second half.
That's crazy.
And they won, dude. They're up. We're up 12.
And he showed up late.
Up late. Bro, he could have went D1 off that second half. Nigga, it was nuts, bro. It was nuts. I hope somebody got. I don't even know if anybody got that footage, but I know Kyrie remembered this, bro. I know he does.
For it, bro.
Yo, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was the greatest thing I ever seen. I've seen a lot of hoopers, bro, but what he did in that second half, bro, it was. And then I went to see him again up in Philly. I wasn't even playing. He was playing in this tournament called the Donofrio tournament.
You knew he was gonna play in it.
I knew he was gonna play, so I went to go as a fucking fan. I shouldn't even have said that. I shouldn't even have said that. I shouldn't even have said that shit, bro. Fuck. See, Roberto, he goes. I went as a fan, bro.
Yo, he's like, I gotta go watch him play.
I gotta go see this boy play, bro. I got word from somebody that he was playing the same team, the Jersey Roadrunners.
Okay.
I'm like, I gotta go see this game. Me and my man roll up there, go play, bro. Listen, it was 100% real. Like, none of that shit was fake. None of the shit that he did when we was in Rutgers was fake.
Right.
It was all real because he was playing against kids his age, everything. Nigga, he was playing against older kids in Rutgers. Like,
wow.
He playing against graduated seniors already, bro. And he had to be a junior.
Wow.
He shouldn't have been playing.
Frying them.
Killing, bro. Like, just all skill. Like, all just... He didn't even sweat, bro. He didn't even sweat. I promise. He ain't had one sweat drop come down his face, bro. He was cooking, fool. Bro, it was... Bro, he might be my favorite player beside Kobe.
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
Definitely one of the most gifted players of all time.
It was crazy. I will never forget that story,
LeBron said it too, though. You ever seen that on a podcast where he was like, yo, he might be the most skilled player I've ever played with?
It's real, bro.
And for LeBron to stamp that, that's like...
Bro, he was like that when he was 16,
That's
17.
crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You talking about inspiration, nigga. That was inspiration, fool. I went to the gym immediately. Listen,
I'm not working hard enough.
I'm not working hard enough. I gotta get better. Because he's moving way different than I'm moving. He was doing just amazing stuff, bro. Just the way he was moving with the ball, you just knew he had it. You knew he was you knew he was it.
He probably put fear in everybody's heart. Like, yo, I don't want to guard this guy.
And it wasn't even like he was gonna talk to you. Like, he would just like floating above you type shit. Like, it was really like that, bro. He had an aura. You just knew he was going, bro.
That's funny as
you knew. Like, when one of them guys you see, like, yeah, he going.
Okay.
Call Pops immediately.
Yo, that's funny as hell. I want to talk a little bit about your nonprofit, right?
Yeah.
You got the nonprofit Team 6X.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, well, the majority of the kids in that program are from like South Side of Bethlehem, inner city kids, right? Talk about, what the motivation behind that was and what the vision is for that nonprofit organization. Well, your nonprofit organization.
Yeah, well, this 6X has been going for years, bro. It just, people are just starting to realize it now. Like, it's been going since I was a kid. Like, it was called Youth Organizers. Yeah, so it wasn't even, this is just something, again, that's been taught to me. Like, I'm just doing what was done for me. It was called the Youth Organizers, right? And it was my uncles, my cousin, those guys running it, running biddy leagues. And obviously my cousin took it to another level because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm just the face of 6X. Like, my cousin, Jonathan McDonald, he does a tremendous job at, he should really get the key to the city. You know what I mean? He's the one who's kind of holding it down and keeping 6X to where it is. He's really got it to where it needs to be. So I can't even sit up here and take any credit. I'm just kind of the face, so to say. I kind of front the money, so to say, but it ain't even me. Like, I won't even take credit for that because it's really because he's really the one who drives it. He's really the one who's on the ground and doing all the work for 6X. And so
what was the intention though? Like, when you wanted to create that, obviously you said, yo, cuz, I'm gonna let you handle this. But what made you say, like, yo, I'm gonna do this? Like, you said it because it was taught to you, but like, what did you want that to become? Is it just like for kids to play basketball and follow their dreams, or was it more so like, what was it?
I think it was just just to have another outlet for kids to keep busy. You know what I mean? And it's not even, it's far from where I envision it. Obviously, because I can't do much because I gotta leave and in a few days, and so I can't really do much. But the motivation from it was just to give kids a different perspective, bro. Whether that's involving them in sports or taking them to a basketball game or doing things that they ain't even used to doing. You know what I'm saying? Just to give them a different type of perspective and to understand that, it's possible. And I think that was the motivation, just to show these kids that, it's possible, bro. Like, you don't gotta live in Vegas. You don't gotta live in Cali. You can do it from right here, fool, because we got the resources and we got the knowledge to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so it's been done before. So it's like,
you big on that, bro. Like, letting kids know, like, yo, or letting anybody know, like, yo, you could do it right from here.
Right.
You big on that, bro. You don't
gotta move nowhere. You don't gotta play for no type of team. You ain't gotta play for this dude or do this for that dude, man. You can be right from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and you can do that shit, bro. Because it's proven. Bethlehem, Allentown, Reese did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
right.
Bro, you don't need nothing else but where you at right now.
That's
you know
a
what
fact,
I'm saying?
bro.
And I just want to give the kids a different type of perspective to understand that, because they don't feel as if it can be done. If they don't feel like it can be done, it ain't gonna be done.
Right.
So I just want to kind of give them the knowledge and experiences that I've been and surrounded by the people that I know to give them that belief.
That's tough. I don't know if you remember this, but in 2015, you came to a freedom workout, the freedom football team workout. I was on that team, and you gave us a speech, bro.
Fuck out.
Do you?
Not me, goddamn.
You came with Andre. He came and brought you 2015, bro. We were in the gym, bro. And I don't know. I don't remember what you said, but I remember you being there. I don't know if you remember that, though, by any chance. Like, do you remember?
But you see, it's how you made him feel.
Right.
Feel me? Like, you ain't remember anything I did in that moment. You ain't remember anything I said. You ain't even listen to my damn message. I was probably spitting some science, too, bro. You ain't hear nothing, but you figure out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How it makes you feel. Like, it was cool, you know what I mean? It wasn't like...
I was the year you got drafted, bro, and you came back. And I guess you just want... Again, it goes... You still think the same way. Like, you want to let kids know, like, yo... I think you said something along the lines of, like, yo, just know, like, whatever you set your mind to, you could really do it, man. Like, and I think that's a good message and something that you should continue to spread, bro, because... A lot of people from where we're from always want to be from New York, want to be from Philly, want to be from anywhere else. Just want to be like, I don't know,
like it's better.
It's weird, like bro, rep your town and go hard for it and try to make something of yourself. You know what I mean? But you're one of the few people who stand on where they're from. Tyrese is the same way.
Sure.
He stand on Allentown hard, so it's like we definitely need more guys like that.
For sure, man.
What advice would you give a kid that comes from like a low background situation, surrounded by gangs and negative influences? Who's striving to make something of themselves? You know, considering you were in a similar environment like that growing up, what is something you would tell someone, a kid?
Now, I would really say, I don't want to tell them like, what's your excuse? You get me? Like, I don't want to say like, obviously, you know, you got some things going on in your house. So there are reasons why, you know, things don't happen. But I just feel as if, bro, there really ain't no excuses, dog. Like,
right.
And I don't know any other way to put it, bro. Like, and I'm not saying I had the worst background or the worst situation coming up, because people have it worse, 100%. But through all that toxicity, all that bad stuff, I still feel like you have a chance to work. Like, if you really want to go to the league, if you really want to, whatever you're trying to do, no matter how bad it gets, bro, I still feel like you can, for an hour, you can go run. Or you can, even if you don't got a court, a ball, I just feel as if there's no excuse, bro.
Right.
I 100% believe that. Like, don't give yourself any reason to believe that it ain't going to happen. Or that you can't do it.
Right.
No matter if, the worst situation possible, the worst situation possible, I still feel as if you can still work. And that's what all it comes down to. There's nothing, it ain't the person you know, it ain't the team you play for, it ain't the school you go to. If you work, it's gonna happen.
Right.
I don't know when, but it's gonna happen. And that's what I was taught. So it's like, keep your head down and just work, bro. Like, something is gonna break, the storm is gonna pass, and something is gonna happen. So no matter the situation, bro, you can still work. And I feel as if that was my piece. Dig, like, that was the work was the piece. So I'm like, it ain't definitely no excuse.
Right.
So if you don't want to go home, you can do work.
Right.
You can do some push-ups, some sit-ups. I'm not saying to be out here going crazy, bro. I'm just saying you can do something on a day-to-day to show it as if you want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, no, you don't need no gym. You don't need anything. You don't need anyone.
Right.
You can work. That's all you need to do.
Right.
And something is gonna break.
Right. Now that's good advice, bro. Because I'm thinking like,
obviously I can sit up here and tell these folks believe in themselves, and
I get it.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be real, bro. You just need to work.
That's it.
That's plain and simple.
I think it's that simple.
We talked about that.
I don't know if we have.
Right. That's
but it really is that simple.
That's what it comes down to. Just work, fool. Like, whatever you trying to do.
I think we try to complicate this thing too much. Like, if you just put the work in, continue to do that, something's gonna happen. And if you're in a situation where there are negative influences on you, or you're surrounded by some bad stuff, like, if you need to cope with it in a healthy way, work out. Right? If you need to get away from some people, work out. Right? Like, if something's, you gotta use that energy into something actually positive that's gonna make a way for you. Like, don't have the excuse if I can't, because
that's like a bad mentality to me.
It is,
like,
bro.
That's a weak mentality to me. If I'm being 100% real with a youngin', I'm being like, bro, you're kind of being soft, bro, because you're letting your circumstances get the best of you. And I understand they're bad circumstances, but if you want this,
Right. And you know what you could also say too, which is real, is like you're being a follower. If you're on some, like, you want to be with everybody else doing this dumb stuff,
that's cool.
You're being a follower.
Right, that's okay.
Because if you think about your situation specifically, bro, you were waking up at 5 a.m., you were doing 2 workouts a day. Like, how many of those days were you alone?
Every day. All the time. All by myself.
It's the road less traveled, bro. Nobody's on that, but you're being a leader. You're doing what most aren't willing to do, and that's what kids need to hear. Like, you got to be a leader. You got to be doing what most people aren't willing to do, so you can have the results that most people don't have. I heard that from Inky. I ain't gonna take that credit. I heard that from Inky Johnson this morning, bro, because that's real, though. Because kids want some results that they didn't even work for. You know what I mean? And then they have more reasons of why they couldn't do something as opposed to more results by putting the work in. Like, just put the work in, bro. Put the work in.
That's it, bro. That's really it. That was you need to clip that. What you just from when you said Inky, you need to clip that. Clip that from Inky to the end of what you just said. That was crazy. That was bro. That was crazy. That was a good one.
I'll give that to Inky. He had that in my mind today.
No, but what you said after Inky.
I don't even remember, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, clip that, bro. That was you was rolling, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You was. That was a good one.
I got one more question for you, bro. And I don't know if you've thought about this yet. But when your career ends, what do you want Darrun Hilliard's legacy to be? Like, what do you want people to remember you for as a basketball player?
Oh, as a basketball player?
Yeah, as a basketball player. Like, your career all said and done, like, what do you want them to remember you as?
You know, when I went to school, when I went to Nova, when I first got to Nova, I used to always pay attention to how Coach Wright talked about the best players, like Scotty Reynolds and Randy Foye and you know, just all the past Nova players that came before me, and just how he, you know, just how he raised up to talk about him. Like it was like, and he would always say killer. Like he would always say he's a killer. Like he was an assassin. He was a killer. He was a killer. And I just be like, what the fuck? Why he keep saying he's a killer, bro? Right. And I'm young, like I'm freshman. I don't know what's going on. So, that was really inspiration, a motivation for me as well. I wanted to be a killer. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be labeled whatever came with being a killer. I wanted to be that.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And I feel as if a person like Coach Wright could call me a killer. I'm not saying just him specifically, but he knows basketball, and he's the person that I trust most with basketball.
Facts.
You know, if somebody like him says, yeah, he was a killer, you know, I feel as if in basketball,
right?
I feel as if I did what I'm supposed to do.
That's fire, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially this summer, bro, I'm not gonna say it's like a rebirth, but it's almost like a realization, like a brighter sense. You know what I mean? Like that. You know that basketball has given you a lot of things. You know, you've been blessed to do a lot of things with basketball, and you know, I'm not saying that it's coming to an end, but you kind of get that realization, like, you know, you'll be done sooner than later,
right? You
get me? And so, yeah, I'm going off the track.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, man, I just been really, really not in my head, but just coming to this realization, bro. This whole summer, just of everything that's came with basketball. You know what I mean? That I've been through, that I was able to do, that I was able to see, people that I was able to meet. You know, and it's a real, real blessing, bro. And I think that in year 10, going into year 10, I finally realized, like, you know, you really, really blessed to be able to play this game for so long. You know, and I'm just thankful, bro. I'm just really, really thankful. To answer your question, though, I just hope that people could see that, you know, my career was. I want people to see that I stretched my career out. You know, I surpassed my potential level. Tough. You know what I mean? I would like people to see that. People thought that my potential was fucking at first Lehigh. Then
right.
I wasn't gonna go past Nova, and I wasn't gonna be a pro, and then you know what I'm saying.
You superseded expectations.
Exactly.
Bro.
I would.
Tough.
I would like that. You know what I'm saying.
Superseded expectations and someone that defied the odds, no matter where they come from. Absolutely. That's a hard ass legacy.
And was able to adjust to any situation. You know what I mean? Because I've been in a hell of a lot of situations. You know what I mean, over the years, and you know, being from you know, it's just cool being from the South Side, bro, and going through all that stuff.
It's hard,
and being able to come back, bro, because I just got so much I want to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think, like you said, we don't know when the career is done. I think you do got a couple more years.
For sure.
But I think all those experiences are going to be useful to speak about in your near future.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like all those, whatever you decide to do after,
right.
you're going to be able to use all those experiences to help the next generation come up.
Right.
And just based on all our conversations this year, bro, it definitely seems like you're in this state of gratitude.
Yeah.
And again, just understanding all the blessings that basketball has given you.
Mm-hmm.
And with that mindset going into year 10, bro, I feel this, bro. Like, you're going to enjoy this seation.
Right.
You're going to enjoy it because you're looking at it from a different lens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It took a while, though. I had to change glasses a few times.
You got to keep getting different prescriptions, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
So I definitely think you're going to enjoy yourself, bro. We're always going to root for you, bro. Again, always appreciate you coming on here, showing love, and
you, man.
Just continuing to just, you know, make a name for Bethlehem, bro. Appreciate you.
I'm going to come back being mayor.
That'd be tough, bro.
Yeah, my suit and everything, goddamn.
Darrun Hilliard, everybody. Stay blessed.
Appreciate you.
My dog.